Oh, there it goes. Okay. These delays are just really, starting to get to me. Anyways, welcome everyone to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. Thanks for joining us back at our regularly scheduled Thursday time slot. I am really glad to be back doing this on Thursday nights because it just wasn't the same doing these on Sunday nights. And I think my co-host here will agree with me on that. So
I really like Thursday nights. Thursday nights it feels all right. We're going to show you how it's done. We're going to have some fun.
Nice. Good throwback there. After Thursday comes Friday, and Friday is a good day for everyone. But then after Sunday comes Monday, and that's no fun. So I just made a sick beat there too. I rhymed that whole thing. Wasn't even planning on it.
I was out of control, man.
Wow, God.
I honestly thought that was a song. I thought you were going somewhere with it. I was like,
yeah, I
can't
could
place this.
That is, man, I'm good. But anyways, yes, we're back on Thursday nights for now, and I am thrilled about it. So welcome to another episode. I am Philip. I will be hosting this evening, and with me is the one I just talked about, the co-host. That is Turf. And Turf, how's it going this evening?
Man, I'm happy to be here on a glorious Thursday evening. If you're seeing this live, check us out in the chat. What's up?
All right. Well, before we get to the nittiest of grittiest of our topics, Turf, I got a quick question for you.
Lay it on me, homie.
You have any good plans coming up for the 4th of July?
Well, let's see. No, I've really got nothing. I think we're gonna hang out around the house this weekend. I'm gonna work Monday because I've got grown up stuff to do, and I am taking Tuesday off for the Independence Day holiday, and then America. We'll shoot some fireworks. We'll celebrate with gunpowder and fire.
No better way to say that you love your country than by blowing shit up.
Absolutely,
and that's what we plan to do. So you don't have Tuesday off as a paid holiday? I gotta ask.
Oh, I do. But
okay.
I've got work I need to do, and I probably should do it, but I'm not going to. So
yeah.
Comes with being an adult. One of those things. I'm deadlines. So.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. We are going to the lake in South Carolina. We leave tomorrow and head back on Tuesday. I took Monday off because
well, yeah, you need to.
Yeah, it makes more sense that way.
How far do you want to travel?
To get to South Carolina?
Yeah.
It takes about 6 hours, about 4 hours to get through Atlanta, then add on another 2 hours to get to Greenwood, South Carolina. Okay. So it's not too bad drive. The only thing I'm worried about is Atlanta traffic tomorrow afternoon, because I am working a full day tomorrow, and if we leave at just that wrong time, we might be stuck in some shit, but hopefully not.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be thinned out by the time y'all get over there.
Yeah, let's hope so. But so it's gonna be fun. And on Saturday they're doing the firework boat show thing. Basically, everyone takes their boat out, and we just chill in the water, and the fireworks get shot up right by one of the piers, and it's quite a fun night. There's music playing, and it's good tradition.
Yeah. So that's little stars and stripes forever and some fireworks going off. That's a pretty good evening.
It's very America,
I'm sure we'll probably go to town. They do a pretty good fireworks show over the river here in Batesville.
River? What river?
Oh, the White River. It's actually a pretty long river. No, we have a Black River too. So the Black River runs into the White River that runs into the Arkansas River that runs into the Mississippi. So
look at you. Come on, geography.
Well, the Strawberry River runs into the Black River that runs into the White River that runs in
Wow. Head bone connects to the collarbone.
The Spring River runs into the Black River too, but that's a completely different geography lesson. But yeah, we'll go down here to the White River, and they'll shoot fireworks down off the sandbar by the dam, and it'll be a good time. We'll watch it, and then we'll try to disappear as fast as we can and get back to get back out here to our little town.
Right on. Yeah, this is one of my favorite holidays because it really just feels like you're in the middle of summer. I love fireworks, and lately since we've been going to the lake. I love being by the water, so it's just a perfect combination.
Yeah, which
and booze, lots of booze.
and booze. We don't go without the booze.
Yeah.
I really wish I had more something to do, but with the kid, we just go out here and we'll shoot some bottle rockets off, and we may do that. I don't know. We may do that Sunday. I don't know, or Monday night, and then go and watch the ones in town. Yeah, just something to do. He'll enjoy shooting stuff off and maybe not making too big a mess of the yard.
All right, sweet.
That's kind of the downside of living in a neighborhood. You got to worry about the bottle rockets, the little stick landing in somebody else's yard.
Oh, will they give you a hard time about that?
Yeah, I don't. Last year they didn't, but we tried to keep it picked up too. So,
yeah. Well, pick your battles, I guess. As long as
just try to be courteous. Fun. I don't think anybody nobody give us too much grief, but I don't like to. Yeah, I don't want to dump my trash on somebody. So,
sure, no, that makes total sense. This is my white sheltered suburbanness coming out real quick. Are those bottle rockets? Are they loud?
No, I mean not terrible. They're just bottle rockets. And we do it pretty early. We do it late into the night. We do it right at dusk. So,
all right. Well, that's gonna be a fun time for you and the boy, I think.
Oh yeah,
sweet. Well, something to look forward to. But yeah, that's our appetizer topic. The main course topic tonight is one that you, myself, and Charles, who should be showing up later, predicted would be happening sometime later this year. I think it was maybe about a month and a half ago. We said, you know what, Nintendo discontinued the mini NES. So I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with a mini Super NES. And lo and behold, they did. But before we get to that, we all made some wish lists of games that we would like to see on there. And I got to say, Turf is the only one who probably got all of them right, except for
one biggie. One biggie. That was the only one that I missed. But who saw that coming? So.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go through this list real quick, and then we'll talk about it. How's that sound to you?
Sounds good, man. We got an hour to kill. Let's chit chat.
All right. So the mini Super Nintendo will have the following titles on it: Contra 3: The Alien Wars.
Absolutely.
Donkey Kong Country.
That's a good.
Earthbound.
See, we were talking about this beforehand. A lot of people were going, Earthbound, that's that's not that good of a game. It's overrated. Yeah, it probably is. It costs more than what it's really worth, but it's fun, and Nintendo owns it, so you might as well put it on there as a selling point. A lot of people want Earthbound. A lot of people like Earthbound. A lot of people would like to have it on the shelf, but it's $180, so most people don't, with any sense, buy it.
I thought Earthbound was even more than that nowadays, but
well, it may be. I haven't looked at the price in 17 years, so let's just look more. So, anyways, there's a big. Some people you either like it or you don't. I liked it. It was quirky. It was different. It's a very different RPG, role-playing game, if you will. I liked it. You were a kid with your baseball cap on in Eagle Land, which obviously is America, and we hit hippies with baseball bats, and life was good.
And it had some good ideas. I never played too far into it, but one of the things I heard, which for the time was brilliant and something that should be done in modern games, if you are over leveled and you run into an under leveled enemy, you just instantly kill them.
Yes, and that's awesome.
That's a brilliant idea.
It really cuts out a lot of time.
Yeah, so Earthbound's gonna be the most pricey game on there.
I think it's about $150 right now. That's
okay.
That's kind of what you're looking at. So, but still, it's a pricey game. So
yeah,
it's definitely the most expensive one on here.
Then we got Final Fantasy 3, which is classic.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Yep. Then we got F-Zero, which I never played actually.
F-Zero it's fun. It's hard, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm glad it's on there. It needs to be on there, and it needs to get more people interested so we can get a sequel, because I think it would be fun. I kind of like fantasy type race games, so that might be fun. What one did you say right before that? Because I was
before F-Zero.
Yeah, right before F-Zero. You said
Final Fantasy 3.
Final Fantasy 3. No, you said one since then. What was it?
Nope. Just Final Fantasy 3, then F-Zero.
All right. Well, I had something to say about Final Fantasy 3, and I completely lost it. So
well, we can go back. You want me to keep going with the list, or do you want to
yeah,
go
keep going.
circle on
Keep
back?
going. There was something else that we missed.
All right. Well, we can circle back to these because I got some comment. I'm sure we got some commentary, some commissary, if you will, on everything.
Commissary.
So after F-Zero, we have one of my personal favorites, Kirby Superstar, which is
That's
pretty damn awesome.
You know, I don't think I've ever played that. I wish I would
Oh
have.
man, Turf,
But
you would
it's
love it. You would
a
love
bunch of
everything
mini
about it.
games. Is that right?
What was that?
Is it mini games?
Mini games is kind of like misleading. Like there are a couple mini games on there which are a blast, but think of the full game of Kirby's Dream Land. Think of a very little bit of Kirby's Adventure.
Okay.
Think of a brand new thing called that. Well, think of a game where Kirby hunts for treasures, which is about hour and a half, 2 hours long, and then there's two other games thrown in there as well. Then there's an arena where you fight all the bosses back to back to back. It's full of stuff to do. Like, man, me and my brothers would play this for hours on end, and it was my game. I owned it, so I was always Kirby, and then everyone would fight over who gets to be the helper, which at the time was brilliant. I mean, Kirby was always a single player experience. Then it was two players, and man, Hal knew how to pop out a fantastic game. So, yeah, I think do you have it in any capacity?
I don't have it. I thought I did, and then I realized, I've never played that, and then I got to looking. I don't have it.
Well, if you find it, you and the boy would love it, I think. Very simple to get into and lots of fun. But we'll get back to that in a second. Because after Kirby Superstar is one that you and I have both played, Kirby's Dream Course.
Love it.
Classic mini golf with a Kirby twist. Can't beat that,
Absolutely. That's it's definitely a twist on the Kirby games. It's kind of like they took what might have been a mini game, what I think the concept of a mini game, and made a full-fledged game out of it with lots of courses, lots of obstacles, lots of hills to hit down, kind of get that isometric view.
Yep.
It's fun. It's very different. It could be any game. You could have made this Mario. You could have made it, maybe not Zelda, but you could have made it any kind of cutesy type game, and it would have fit. They just happened to use Kirby. So
yep. Well, it was actually supposed to be called Special Tee Shot when it was first announced. It was going to be just a run-of-the-mill mini golf game. It was going to be for the Japan only Satellaview, I believe it's called.
Satellaview.
Thank you. Yes, my emphasis on the syllables is just all over the place. But yeah, Kirby kind of took over it, and it went from Special Tee Shot to Kirby's Dream Course. So
yeah, I could see that being a Sonic game too, a Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Yeah,
that would have been a good.
Pokemon wasn't around then, so that wouldn't have worked too well. But yeah, Kirby feels right at home with it.
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, it's a super fun game. It's a blast. It's underrated and it's cheap.
It is, definitely is. And as far as Kirby games go on the Super Nintendo, not a bad price, I would say. No, it's not Avalanche cheap, but it's affordable, I would say.
I thought it was like $15.
15?
Yeah.
1.5?
Oh, is it 25?
No. You said did you say 50 or 15?
15.
Oh, 15? Loose, probably. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
I would think.
Oh yeah, I don't think about things like you do. Sorry, I don't. Gotta have it complete.
Actually, yes, I do. So after Kirby's Dream Course, we have Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I mean, that
had to be on there.
Yeah,
if it wasn't on there, I think we would have rioted.
And then you have Mega Man X. Good times, of course.
Which easily the best of the Mega Man X games. I think is the first one, in my opinion. I mean, I played X2 and 3, and I really think that the first one's the best one. It's definitely the most recognized.
It's definitely the most recognized, definitely the most affordable, and definitely the one until X4 came out, played the most. Even though X3 is my favorite, I played X the most, mainly because we had it for one. And for two is just, I just know it so well. So I enjoy going to it again and again and again. But after Mega Man X, we have the one that you missed. You had it as an honorable mention on your list. We had Secret of Mana, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So very pleased about that.
That's a super choice, excellent choice to put on there. So I'm glad they did. I'm glad they got that one.
Yeah, and following that, we have Star Fox,
which had to be on there.
Yeah, it had to be on there.
It's probably not I don't really care for it. The Super FX polygon graphics.
Yeah, and what's that called? Mode 7?
Mode
Layer
7.
7? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it didn't age well, and I really, I don't try not to use that word if it didn't age well, because game, if it's a good game, it's still a good game. But it was the beginning of 3D, and it blew everybody's mind at the time. But no,
yeah, I remember seeing the commercials for it back in the day, like, and thinking, "Whoa, that's so cool!" Like, you're in between cartoons, and this commercial for this game called Star Fox pops on, and for a 7-year-old, that's the shiznit.
Oh yeah, it was great at the time, and I had it, and I loved it. And then once I think Star Fox 64 kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, Star Fox 64.
Because once I got Star Fox 64, there wasn't any going back after that. That game is excellent. So
yeah, I'm not a big Star Fox guy, but 64, that was prime. That was good stuff. So, and then the surprise announcement. After Star Fox, we have Star Fox 2 is going to be on this thing.
Yeah, how big of a deal is that? This has never been released. This is the only time only way you'll be able to get a physical release of Star Fox 2. And people might say, hey, it's not really physical. It's on your little boxy box.
On your little didgeridoo.
Yeah. This is a release. It's on the box. It's Star Fox 2. This is a physical release of the only way you'll probably ever be able to get Star Fox 2. It may be on the virtual console someday, and the ROMs out there on the interwebs. If you just look for it, you can find it. It's easily found. But this is going to be actual physical, maybe even if you don't, an official release of Star Fox 2, and that's awesome.
I mean, who ever thought that this was actually going to happen? I only heard little bits about Star Fox 2, and there's a caveat. In order to unlock Star Fox 2 on the mini SNES, you have to beat the very first stage of the first Star Fox, which shouldn't be any problem for any game.
You have to open your eyes to do it.
Yeah, you just got to be able to see things to win this, and then you know what, Star Fox 2 is yours. So don't bitch and complain about it.
The first Star Fox is easy. The first level of Star Fox is going to be easy. Hey,
look who's here! Hi,
what's up, Charles.
I heard,
man.
Surviving pre-calc, barely, kind of, not at all.
Man. I've missed you so much.
I know. Don't you just want
to? I just want to see your smiling face.
Or his eyes. So their facial hair is growing back now. I see.
For
Charles.
now,
For now. See, this is good too. Like, this is good. Just don't get that big Ho Chi Minh
puby
thing. Thank you. That's a better way of saying.
Yeah, don't say. You can say puby.
We are going through the list of Super Nintendo games that are going to be released on the mini Super Nintendo, and the next one on our list is Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting.
Absolutely, you had to have Street Fighter 2, right?
I would have gone with Mortal Kombat, but Street Fighter 2 is fine as well, I guess.
F Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter's where it's at, son.
I liked them both, but I'm just surprised because I always thought Mortal Kombat was at that time, the more popular.
I don't know. It probably Mortal Kombat got talked about a little bit more because of the congressional hearings, and there's blood in video games, and all our kids are going to be psychopaths and pulling people's hearts out of their chest because that's what they do on video games. No, but I think in my world, my little world, my people that circled Street Fighter 2 anyhow was a bigger game in my opinion, and I'm better at it. So
now. This is Turbo Hyper Fighting, so that means it'll have Cammy.
No, it won't have Cammy. Nope.
It won't have Cammy.
That was Super Street Fighter 2 that had Cammy and T-Hawk, Thunderhawk, whatever his name was. No, this is the one where you got to adjust the turbo level, had the stars, like 8 stars you could do.
Oh, okay.
To do you went faster. You could be Sagat. I think isn't that how you say it? I always said Saget.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, like Bob Saget.
Like Bob Saget. But I think it's Sagat
in there. And Dalsum, Chun-Li, Ryu, and Ken, and Guile. Is Balrog in it?
Yes, Balrog is in it.
Vega.
He's a playable character. Vega, M. Bison,
E. Honda, and
Mark Summers. No, he's not in it.
Mark
Blanca.
Summers is in there.
That's 11.
Mark Summers as Chun-Li.
All right, let's see.
Chun-Li.
Ryu, Ken.
Dalshuism.
Blanca, 3. Dalsum is 4. You said Sagat, Balrog, and Vega, so that takes us to 7. And then
did you say Guile?
Guile's 8. And then you have
Zangief?
Zangief. That's what I was missing, 9. All right. Then the other 2 we
There
already
should be
mentioned.
12.
That brings, yeah, it brings it to 12. Nice round 12. Okay.
There's 8 originals and then 4
there.
bosses.
You what?
There's 8 original fighters in Street Fighter 2, and then the 4 bosses.
Okay. Did anyone here? This is a quick side. Did anyone ever actually play as Balrog? He seems so dull.
I finished the game with him, but of course I had Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I played it with everybody, and I had to get good. I used to be pretty good at it. I'm not anymore. Comparatively speaking, I'm horrible. But I really liked Ryu. Was my favorite. I don't know, he just was.
Yeah, he's cool.
I never could play with Blanca.
Oh, mashed punch when the electricity attack.
I never was very good with Blanca, and I never could consistently do the 360 pile driver with Zangief.
Oh, Zangief. Yeah, I never liked Zangief. I never liked those throwy characters. I just never.
Right.
But those who are good with them are.
Yeah, they're brutal if they get good with them. I played with Chun-Li a lot. And
my girl right there. Them legs.
I like the quick fighters, the ones I could jump off the side of because you could jump off the wall.
Oh, and Vega can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Vega. If you do his stage, you could climb up the cage. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's badass. So there's that. And then next on the list is the one that out of all these, the one I would try first because I never tried it, and it's one I've wanted to play for a very long time. Super Castlevania 4.
You've never played Super Castlevania 4?
I have never played Super Castlevania 4.
You're missing out.
I know. I want to play it really bad, but man, it's expensive.
Is it really expensive?
Yeah. Like, even for a loose copy, last I checked, it was
probably like $50.
Yeah. Yeah. So $40-$50. But I heard it's a blast. Just so much fun.
About 38.
I don't know.
I've got it. I actually got it complete a few years ago. But
hey, good for you.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that one. I enjoy the heck out of that game too.
All right. Well, we can talk about that when we finish this list here. And then we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts is next,
which is super hard.
Yeah, all those games are ridiculous. I just
it's insane. There's a few guys, like, if you ever watch somebody actually finish that game on the interwebs, they do things. It's just memory. That game's so hard. It's ridiculous hard.
Yeah. Like there's like sadistic hard, and then there's Super Ghouls and Ghosts hard.
Right.
So this is like, I think this is where like From Software, the developers of like Dark Souls, maybe they drew some inspiration from this shit. So
I would say it's probably harder than Dark Souls.
So it's pre-calculus hard.
No, it's like Cal 2 hard.
Yeah, quantum physics hard. So after that, we have Super Mario Kart, which is classic. But
I've got Super Mario Kart.
Kind of shocking, man, because it invented the whole kart racing game or genre.
Is that like going into like a grocery store? You have your super cart and your fucking grocery.
Well, Mario gets in a shopping cart and bombs a hill. That's how it's done.
I thought that was the spinoff. As you Southerners say it, Super Mario Buggy, right? Aren't they buggies?
Yeah, that's a buggy. And you know where you put, when you're done shopping, they've got the things out there where you put the buggy. That's the buggy barn.
The buggy,
the buggy barn, or if you want to be fancy, just the cart corral. So,
or if you had Aldi, you get your quarterback.
Oh, really? You had to put a quarter in?
Yeah.
Yep, you got to put a quarter in. But return it, you get your quarter back. So, yeah. So following Mario Kart, we have the game that I played many times, but I don't own, so I'm not sure if I would play it again. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. Love it. Went through it 4 times, but I don't think I'll go through it a 5th time anytime soon.
We have a super, super severely different taste in RPGs.
You didn't like it?
I love it.
I love it too. Okay, I adore it.
So you said you didn't. Yeah. You were saying you didn't think you'd play through it again.
Well, I played through it 4 times, and after the 4th time, I was like, "This is fun," but I feel like I done everything, and it's a short game, which is nice in some ways. But that 5th time, I'm not sure if maybe someday, just maybe someday.
I'm kind of due for one. I'm due for a playthrough again. I haven't played through it in probably 5 or 6 years. So
Okay. Well, then I was
I'm about due.
okay. And following that is just such a good classic game. Just everything. It does everything right. Super Mario World. So good.
Yeah, I would have given you my right foot if this game wasn't on here. I would have bet that because it's the pack-in game for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's, in my opinion, it's probably the perfection of the Mario formula. It didn't get any better than that. It was 2D
so much to do.
Perfection.
Tons of secrets to find. Different routes to take at every level. Unique power-ups. I love that feather. I don't care if I suck at using it. I love it. Watching Mario's like big old fat face fall to the ground, man, he gets himself right back up. He causes an earthquake and he is fine, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. So, such a good game. And Yoshi's in it.
That was the premiere of Yoshi. They actually they built a lot of the mechanics in that game around the idea of Mario gets to ride a dinosaur. That was like the first idea for that game. And like, oh well, we got to build this game so we can let Mario ride a dinosaur.
And I think that's the Mario with my favorite music in it too.
It's very memorable. Very it's probably the most memorable music. Maybe not. Maybe the most memorable is obviously the first.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm very pleased about that. Then we have Super Metroid.
Yeah, have you? When was the last time y'all played through that?
You're gonna throw something at the screen. I never played it, but I want to.
Are you kidding me?
But I want to. Yeah, I want to play it.
You need to get a Super NES Classic
Metroid,
so you can play Super Metroid and Super Castlevania 4. Well, we'll talk about that at the end of this, but this is a bargain at $80.
Keep channel that into something positive for
put a pin in it?
Future discussion. Yeah, put a pin in that.
And come back to it. Put a pin in it.
After Metroid, we have Super Punch Out with 2 exclamation points. Super Punch Out. That's the title.
You gotta have a hyphen and 2 exclamation points, even for the OG Punch Out.
Yep.
Mike Tyson Punch Out had that too. If y'all ever played Super Punch Out?
I was so bad the first one. I just it just ruined my confidence.
You guys are killing me. Y'all are killing me. This is one of my favorites for the Super Nintendo, or one of the games I played the most. Memorable characters, cool, just fun stuff. You had like a clown that threw juggling balls at you. You had a giant Canadian bear hugger. Of course, you had
is that the one with vodka?
No, Vodka Drunkinsky. No, that was the original Mike Tyson's Punch Out, or the original Punch Out.
Okay.
Soda Pop.
Yeah, it was Soda Popinski in the United States, but everywhere else is Vodka Drunkinsky.
Oh, Nintendo censorship.
Racism.
Anyways, and after that, we have the last one on the list, Yoshi's Island, which I love very much. I've gone through that many, many times. So
yeah, Yoshi's Island is fun. But I haven't played through it but like twice in my life.
Okay.
Compared to Super Mario World, it was a big drop off, in my opinion.
So I'm looking through this list right here. And let me back up a bit. When the mini Super Nintendo was announced, I think everyone on here was like, "Oh my God, hype train! I'm so thrilled! Where can I pre-order?" And
there's no brakes on the hype train.
So then I read through the list. I'm like, okay, cool, great games. Then now. Let me preface with something real quick. I would still like to own one of these, but if I don't, I won't be too bent out of shape, because Secret of Mana, my favorite game on there, I already own it. Kirby Superstar, I own it on the DS. Final Fantasy 6 or 3, I own it as Final Fantasy 6 on the PlayStation.
You're a dick.
If you're a 6, if you're a dick, or 6 if you're a dick, or is it 3 if you're a dick?
Oh, 6 if you are.
6 if you're a dick. Thank you. Mega Man X, I own it in the Mega Man X collection. So the only games I really am missing out on are Castlevania 4 and Metroid. But aren't those available for download on Virtual Console?
I don't know if Castlevania is, but Super Metroid is, and it would be cheaper.
Yeah,
but this is a physical copy. I think even if people want to call it a stupid plug and play, it's still a physical copy of these games. The internet can shut off, but nobody can take, as long as I have electricity and an HDMI port, nobody can take these games away from me. They're mine.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, in my little world, this qualifies as a physical release.
Now, remember, America, the only way to get one of these, because they're only making 5 of them, I heard. They're only making 5 of these. You got to get up on Sunday at 3:30 a.m., log into Amazon, put in a special code, and maybe you'll get one, because they're only making 5. So just saying. My point of that joke was, I'm really, really scared about limited print run of these.
Well, now, allegedly, that there's supposed to be significant numbers of these available, but it's only going to be available through the holidays. There'll be more than the NES Classic, but what does that mean? Do they have plenty? Are they making them right now? Have they been making them since they quit production of the, back in March, whenever they quit the NES Classic? Have they started producing these and stockpiling them so they can release them September 29th? I don't know, but I'm still going to look. I'm still going to, hopefully I can find one. Maybe I can find one.
Because I think I would like to have one. I like the idea of a Super Nintendo, which is the size of a Pomeranian, and just plug it in, play anywhere. Pomeranians are little puppy dogs.
Yeah, I know what a Pomeranian is, but I'm looking at my Super Nintendo, going, that's not any bigger than the mini is going to be like a teacup Chihuahua.
Gerbil,
or maybe not. Maybe bigger than a gerbil, more like a guinea pig.
Okay, those are cute too. And Charles, I think is that the shirt that I gave you?
Yeah.
It is. Oh yeah, I gave him that shirt. Isn't that fun?
Wore it to school today.
You're a champion.
Very nice. Very nice. I have one that has a big old Nintendo controller on it, and it says, "Let's settle this like adults." It's badass.
Anyway, got one that it says on like back in the day or something like that. It has an NES controller on it.
Well, next time we all meet up, we should wear our Nintendo shirts and
it'd be nerds.
I had to quit buying like nerdy T-shirts because it turned out that's all I had. I went and looked at like what T-shirt can I wear to a barbecue, or what T-shirt can I wear around an adult that doesn't quite understand my world. It can't wear the Darkwing Duck T-shirt, can't wear the Ninja Turtle T-shirt, can't wear the Deadpool T-shirt. So I've got just one plain T-shirt.
Wow, this is from a while ago. those, huh?
Yeah, so I bought a few plain T-shirts just so I can wear them around adults.
Some plain white tees.
No, not the plain. It didn't come in a package. It came on a hanger. So.
It came on a hanger.
Yeah, I'm fancy.
Wow, you are fancy.
Went
to Jacques Panay.
I'm bougie.
I get T-shirts. I get T-shirts that are on hangers from like thrift store for like $2.
Heck yeah.
Because the more money you save on clothes and food and other things, the more you can use to buy video games.
Oh, video games.
Well, I mean,
the more money I can spend on textbooks for school.
Charles, I did not miss that one bit. You're making me realize how glad to be not in school right now. Like, I'm proud that you're back. Don't get me wrong. I think that's awesome. But, goddamn, I did not miss that one bit.
Yeah. That was awful, man. You went to school and you pay your tuition, whatever else, or make your payments on your tuition. And they're like, oh, by the way, we need $600 more for your books.
$200 math book.
Yeah. And who even uses textbooks anymore? Let's just do it on a website, or let's do it on an iPad.
I'm old. I need a book. I need to hold a book. I'm old.
Yeah, when it comes to $200 textbooks, show me the iPad. Let me download it on my phone.
I mean, my ADD would kick in, and I'd be like, well, I am on an iPad. I could play, Words with Friends now or surf the web. But no, I must study this book and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Back to the Super Nintendo Mini. We were talking about how it comes out, very, very late September.
September 29th.
Now, we cannot pre-order these in America yet.
Not yet.
However,
no.
I heard a rumor that in Europe, the day it was announced, maybe like 2 hours or so later, it went on sale in Europe. And just like that, snap of the fingers, sold out.
Yeah, it went
crazy.
Fast.
Scary.
Now, I don't know if anywhere had it other than Amazon Europe.
Mm-hmm.
May have been the only place that put it up for pre-order. So I don't know. I don't know if it may not have sold out that quick. It may have. Who knows?
That's just what I heard. I heard that a couple.
They may have had a limited number of pre-orders. There's so many different things it could have been.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or because
Go ahead.
I said, or they're limiting the pre-orders because they don't know how many they're getting.
Right. And I think that's what like a lot of people are speculating. I don't know if there's anything to it that GameStop won't take pre-orders because they can't get a guaranteed number of how many they're going to get.
So, now that I have not heard.
Now these are just internet rumors and things like that. My local GameStop said they would call me as they put me on a list of people they would call as soon as they got pre-order numbers, or as soon as they were available for pre-order, they'd call me. So, yeah.
Well, okay. Maybe I should look into doing something like that. I'm pretty friendly with the folks at GameStop, so I could turn on some charm and hopefully
this thing comes available, won't you? Give Daddy a holler.
Yeah, holler at your boy. That whole thing. And the price is what, $80?
$80. Now, 80 people are like, oh, it went up $20 from the NES Classic. Yeah.
It
did.
It did.
Super Nintendo games are higher for one. Yeah, we only get 21 games instead of 30. But it's a Super Nintendo, man. These are lots of really cool games. Plus, I think Nintendo's maximized. They realize, hey, $60 we can't keep these things in. Maybe at 80 we won't sell as fast. It's not near for some reason there's like a $60 mental block right there about impulse buys.
Oh, I didn't think that.
So
because a lot of times
of an impulse buy.
New releases cost $59.99, and that's kind of like a new release with the mini NES.
Right.
So maybe that's a good way to look at it. Okay.
Well, I think that may be part of it.
So sad.
If you go to looking, you go to putting prices of this. Mario World is going to be like $15.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is going to be $20. Link to the Past is going to be $20. F-Zero is going to be $15. Super Metroid's like $50.
I bought Peter's food.
Wow.
Peter had to buy your food. I was out of cash.
Street Fighter 2 is going to be, it'll probably be 15. Super Punch Out's 20. Super Castlevania is what we said, 45.
Yeah, 45 to 50. Crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, just in the half or a quarter of the games, we're already over the number. So,
absolutely. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, too, is just, how much is that copy of Final Fantasy 3 loose versus how much is this, which can be turned into HDMI goodness.
Well, I mean, you can just take, if you say a copy of Earthbound, you could buy 2 of the Super Nintendo classics for 1 copy of Earthbound. Mm-hmm. So there's your money right there.
I'm just so worried about, either getting the idea, okay, you know what, I do want one of these. Yes, I want one. And either missing the mark or missing the deadline to pre-order or not getting there on release day. And the only way to get one now is go to some greedy-ass little scalper on eBay. Like, that's what worries me.
I tell you what, I want the NES Classic. I bought 2 of them in stores at retail. I bought one for me and one for my brother.
Yeah.
So I found one the day they came out. I bought one. I just happened to be in GameStop and bought one. And then found the other one at Walmart just on a random day. So it's doable, man. You just have to being consistent and persistent.
Yep.
Just check regularly, and you'll be able to get one as long as your Walmart or your GameStop, as long as the people there aren't being too shady and they're putting them up for themselves.
I mean, I'm kind of like right by Yuppiesville, so they're probably looking more for like good deals on linens and stuff like that. So hopefully not.
Well, I live up here in the middle of the country, and there's not a whole lot of people. Yeah, up here in God's country, there's not a whole lot of people that are looking for this kind of stuff. So it's a little easier for me to get.
That's good. I'm sure if you want one, then
I do want one. I will get one. As long I won't pay scalper price, but I will do my dead level best to try to find one out for retail.
All right, so you're gonna get one. And Charles, do you want one of these too?
I want to get one, yeah, but trying to find one here,
I can imagine like in a metropolitan area would be harder than what it is.
Stop trying to convince him that he needs more stuff.
I'm not trying to convince him. He's convinced himself.
Yeah, I've convinced myself on this.
We all say hi, Jenny.
Everyone says hi, Jenny.
Hello. I have the same shirt.
They don't say hi to me.
I think she's talking to you.
Oh,
She's
yeah, tell them
talking to you. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt.
Tell them
Oh.
here too.
Anyways.
Anyways, yes.
The people from
Train of thought. Yeah, so you want one, Charles. Turf
I
wants
want one. You
I'm
want
still
one.
I'm still on the fence.
You want
about
one.
this.
You're not on the fence. Do it.
We made a
I know,
decision for
man.
you.
Do
I'll tell you what. If they're easy to pre-order, then yes, I'm gonna get one for sure. But if you have to like I said, wake up at 7 or like 3 in the morning and look who it is. Haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Yeah. Look who's here.
What's up, dude?
How's it going? For those listening audio only, you're probably really confused. We we saw someone on camera, one of Charles's friends, who joined us at Louisville at the Arcade Expo. So yeah, that was what that was all about. Anyways,
but I mean, I'll get one, and if it's as easy as getting up at 3:30 in the morning, I'll have one without a doubt.
yeah.
I'll get up at 3:30 in the morning, and I'll order one on Amazon, and I'm hoping that it's as easy as it was to get my Switch. I just happened to be looking at my phone when, hey, I'll check Amazon, see if they have any Switches in stock, and I got one. So,
I thought you pre-ordered at GameStop. For the Switch.
well, I pre-ordered one at GameStop, and then I ordered one on Amazon, and I didn't have to pay tax on the one on Amazon, so
okay.
I got I picked up the one at GameStop, and I sent it down the road to a buddy of mine for cost. So,
Sure. Good.
So I hooked somebody up that wanted one, and life was good.
All right. Well, hopefully I have the same level of luck as you, because if I do get one, I would pop in that thing and start my quest for Super Castlevania 4.
I really think you need to get it just for, if nothing else, to play Castlevania 4 and Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Those are two excellent games that I really can't recommend enough.
So Super Castlevania 4, is that one that's kind of long and like a Symphony of the Night, or is it just a?
No, it's more like close to a remake of the first Castlevania, just in a super sense. You can whip in 8 directions and have wall meat.
All right.
I love wall meat.
Who doesn't?
Some people are into that. Then they're into getting whipped in 8 directions too, I've heard.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What I call a Saturday night.
And nice. And Super Metroid. Now, Metroid games are usually a little on the lengthier side, but not too bad, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's fun, man. Super Metroid is that isolation feeling that all the Metroid games have.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Lots of cool areas, lots of cool bosses. I guess there's more bosses than just Ridley and Cade this time, or Kraid.
Cool.
So, cool new weapons. It was the first appearance of the super missile and the super bomb. So, yeah.
It's classic Metroid, the more stuff you get, the more secrets you can uncover. Yeah.
Yeah. The one downside of this our Super Metroid is the wall jump. It was the first one that introduced the wall jump into Metroid, and it's hard. It's super hard to get the timing down. So you'll have to do that. There was something else. Oh, I know. The Super Nintendo Classic comes with 2 controllers.
Now
so you don't have to pay $50 for that second controller that Nintendo didn't make enough of.
Now, hopefully Nintendo learned some lesson with this, because I think people really want this, like a lot,
I think so too. I think that there's going to be a lot of demand for it. The mini NES, I think there was more demand for it. It may just be my age, because that was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I say I was a kid. I was 12 when the Super Nintendo came out, but the NES was more like right in the wheelhouse. Everybody, you called video games Nintendo. You're sitting in the house playing Nintendo, not playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same thing with the Super Nintendo. I don't remember people saying he's sitting over there playing Super Nintendo.
It's still Nintendo.
It was still Nintendo. So I think maybe, I don't know if there's the demand. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like for the NES Classic there would have been more demand, just like on the random person wanting to buy it.
Sure. Well, the list, going back to the list of games I think is pretty solid, but is there anything that you guys were hoping to see on there? I mean, obviously I would love to see Chrono Trigger on there, but
that's the one everybody's been clamoring for. Anybody that has a list of games like this should have been on there, it was Chrono Trigger. There's one what I think they should have put on there just because it was a launch title and it was showed off the Mode 7 that the Super Nintendo could do was Pilot Wings. I figured we would get Pilot Wings on there.
Huh.
Just to see it on there.
Okay.
I thought that was a shoe in. Let's see.
I would like to see Mega Man X3 as well, because that's my favorite one of those three. But X is fine. And another surprise, Donkey Kong Country 2 was not on there, which I hear is the best one.
Yeah, that's everybody says it's the best one. I like the first one better because I played the first one the most.
Yeah.
Throwdown Joe in the chat says Chrono Trigger and Turtles in Time. See, I would have loved to have seen Turtles in Time on there, but Turtles in Time is not going to happen because of licensing. And it's not licensing from Konami. It's licensing from whoever owns the Ninja Turtle license now.
That's
Playmates does the toys.
Nickelodeon.
Playmates has the toys.
I think Nickelodeon's
Nickelodeon has the rights to the turtles all look different now. So
yeah, they're really like bro-y now. They're not that cartoon look anymore, which I liked the most.
Don't got the Corey Feldman voice for
yeah.
They were in good with Konami. So I really thought we'd see Zombies Ate My Neighbors on there.
Oh god, that'd have been nice.
It's a fondly remembered game, and maybe some people don't remember it, and that they would have been introduced to it the first time and go, "Man, I remember that. That was awesome."
It's a fun game too.
It is a lot of fun. It's weird, but it's cool and like kind of campy, and it's fun.
Mega Man 7, that would have been a nice one to add on there because, again, that's another one that's like, excuse me, stupid expensive. So just a chance to physically play it would be neat.
And physically own it. Let's see, another one. I would like, once again, go back to Konami owns Hudson Soft now. I'd like to have seen Super Bomberman.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
We got Bomberman R on the Switch, and everybody seems to like it. But, yeah. So I would like to have seen that one. Charles, are any of them that you missed?
Zombies Ate My Neighbors is one. Not really. All these are ones I would like to have on there. There's nothing that I could really think offhand and think of what is missing that I would really like to have on there.
Man, I'm looking at this list, and you just look at it. It's like all killer, no filler. Honestly, the weakest two titles on there are Kirby Superstar and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Maybe those are probably the weakest two titles on there.
Hating on the Kirby.
I'm not hating on Kirby. I'm just looking at 100% reality. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is the weakest title on there. But people remember Ghost and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts.
Exactly.
The weakest game on here that is the least fun is Star Fox. But you got to have it if you're going to have Star Fox 2, right?
Yep, got to have exactly. Which brings me to another thing that kind of annoyed me. So you have Star Fox and Star Fox 2. So why can't you have Secret of Mana and Secret of Mana 2? Man, that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome, but come on. Star Fox is way more known than Secret of Mana.
Oh, it is. Mana. It is. Mana. Secret of Mana. Depending on where you're from.
It's mana from heaven. You could have had a ton more. There's a ton of games you could have put on here that are just absolute classics. But I would have liked to see some iteration of NBA Jam on there.
That'd have been cool.
But NBA licensing, the Players Association licensing, it's just more of a headache than they want to deal with for a plug and play.
Get some Mortal Kombat on there.
Well, there's not any. Who owns Mortal Kombat anymore? Like
Warner Brothers? Midway?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers bought Midway, right?
Yeah, Warner Brothers. They were the Midway, the video game.
Right. They bought. So you would have to deal with new people and new licensing. So I mean, I can kind of see some of that. Most of this stuff is Nintendo owned.
Yeah.
Then you slide in there with
Mega Man's Capcom.
Mega Man and Street Fighter are Capcom. So we're playing nice with Capcom these days.
Secret of Mana,
and Super
FF3
Ghouls and
are
Ghosts was
Square.
Capcom.
So
Secret of Mana was Square. Final Fantasy was Square.
Mm-hmm.
Or Square Enix, I guess now.
Well, that's it. Yeah. So when you open the game up and the credits start, is it going to say Square Enix or Square Soft?
That's a good question.
Wonder about that.
The box art they have on their website says Squaresoft.
Oh man, the good old days of Squaresoft. Not saying Square Enix is anything awful, but Squaresoft they were awesome.
I tell you what'll be interesting is, when they came out with Earthbound for the Virtual Console, they put the strategy guide you could scan a QR code with your phone or iPad or whatever, and it would take you to a website that was the Earthbound strategy guide on your phone or whatever, or tablet.
Yeah.
So yes, really neat. I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing with this. The NES Classic, excuse me. The NES Classic has a deal where you can scan the QR codes with your phone. It pops up on the TV, you click it, and it takes you to a website with the manuals. So you can look at the manuals and flip through it while you're playing the game. Excellent idea, if you ask me, right? Really neat, really cool, kind of inventive way to do it. I really hope they have the Earthbound guide on there because it was packed in with the game. So we'll have to wait and see about that.
Sure.
And I'd also like to see some of the other ones of the other games that had a Nintendo Power strategy guide.
Which ones had that?
Well, let's see. Super Mario World had one.
Oh yeah,
Link to the Past had one. Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, Super Punch Out, of course Earthbound, and Mario.
Secret of Mana had a guide from Prima, and I'm not sure about FF3. I don't think Mega Man X even needed one, so one was probably never made. Maybe there was like a move list or move guide for Super Street Fighter, but yeah. So.
But I mean, like Nintendo owns all the Nintendo Power stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you've already got guides, or every one of these games was covered in Nintendo Power. Give us the spread of that we can link to. How cool would that be? How big of a march down memory lane would that be if they made those pages digital?
I mean, nothing beats the feel of a nice, glossy cover that you turn the page for. But yeah, next best thing, definitely.
Yeah, how expensive is it going to be to build a web page?
Oh yeah.
I mean, dirt cheap. Throwdown Joe says we need some Madden on there. I agree. Even if it's generic names, take Madden. I don't know. Maybe get the teams on there, but yeah. Excuse me, guys. I have a cough tonight.
That's all right. We're getting excited. We're getting kind of, we're getting choked up about the fact that these are great games and they're all going to be available. Hopefully, it'll be easy to find one of these. That's my biggest worry is that I want one, I can't get one because reasons, So here's hoping that's really that's available. That I don't have to jump through hoops to get it, and hopefully it helps with like the scalper problem too. I mean, hopefully Nintendo makes enough that this guy's selling one on eBay for $150. I'll go to the store and buy one myself. Screw you.
Yeah, so. And I wish. Well, I mean, you can't really. Walmart's not going to enforce that. Where you got to, they don't care who they sell it to. The guy working back there in electronics does not care. So let's just sell these and be done with it. Now, like a mom and pop may do something like that. GameStop may.
That mom and pop may sell it for higher than $80 though.
They may, but chances are mom and pop's not going to have one because they don't have that agreement with Nintendo.
Yes, of course, yes.
So to be stocked with it, I mean, anybody can be stocked with a Hyperkin something because they sell to mom and pops. I don't think Nintendo deals with anybody but the big boys.
So we'll see. It's very exciting. I am still little apprehensive, but I'm getting there. And once I get to that point, hopefully we'll know where we can get one, where we can pre-order one, and any other information bits. I'm excited about it, but we are running out of time on this gorgeous Thursday evening. So I'm going to give the floor to Turf, and he's going to tell us where we can listen to this show again.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you like this episode of Our Parents' Basement, there are 61 other shows with this title, with Our Parents' Basement, under this flag, if you will. So you can check those out right over there on the YouTubes. Or if you're watching this live, or if you're watching on YouTube, just check it out. Or you can download us anywhere you want to go on your mobile device, wherever you can get a podcast. So we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, something else, I'm sure. So, yeah, we're everywhere, man. So just download us, take us with you, listen to more of our glorious, sexy voices. And hit us up on Twitter at OPB Podcast. Let's see, Facebook.com/OPB Podcast. Send me an email, gmail.com. Wait, OPB Podcast. Got ahead of myself. So there you go, guys. Hit us up, say what's up, download us, and take us with you. We're awesome.
Stick us in your pocket. Go on a run with us. Fall asleep to us. To our soothing voices.
No, don't fall asleep to us. We don't want people to be bored of us. That's what we do not want. But yes, take us on a run. We will keep you awake and entertain the entire mile and a half you go.
If you want to put this next to your bed and curl up next to it, I don't care. I'll keep you company. I'll help you slip off in a dreamy dreamland.
You can dream about us playing video games.
Here's what I want you to do, folks. I want you to turn this up just a little bit. I want you to lay down. I want you to lay down snug in your bed. Now, put your hands down next to your side. Just let them lay there. They feel heavy. You didn't know your arms are so heavy, did you? Now, I want you to breathe in. Breathe a deep breath into the bottom of your lungs. Deeper, deeper, and then out. 4 in. Oh. Hold it for 4 seconds. Out for 4 seconds.
Jesus.
Now you're relaxed. Now you're ready for our parents' basement.
Woo! I'm getting flustered. We better turn this thing off before things get heated up in here. So thank you for listening. Have a great 4th of July, everyone, and we will be back next week, either Sunday or Thursday, and with a new show for you guys. And I can't wait. So until then, we'll see you.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Deuces. Oh, I gotta hit the button.
Hit the button.